Hello and welcome to League of Legends Advanced Tutorial with me. I am Furion, I am your host, and in today's topic I'd like to talk about how to improve in the League of Legends. First of all, you have to realize that there is no such thing as miraculous improvement, sadly. It's not possible to become a significantly better player overnight. There is no one sentence advice that will magically trigger all your depths of a pro player. Improving is a long process, therefore to see the effects of your training, you'll have to look through a scale of weeks. Having said that, with day-to-day training, nothing is impossible. In episode number 1, I named 4 elements that contribute to your performance. These were knowledge of the game, quality of gaming, decision making and mindset. Today I'd like to talk about on how to improve your quality of gaming. Since I don't want to repeat the content more than necessary, I recommend that you watch episode number 2 first, the one about proper gaming setup. If you haven't done so or you don't remember the episode, I encourage you to pause the video and rewatch said episode. Now that we have this reminder behind us, I'd like to explain to you the difference between playing and practicing. Playing is generally speaking aimless, while practice has some specific goal. Of course, big chunk of this practice block can be done while playing your regular ranked or normal games. You don't need any specific software or environment to practice efficiently. Now that we decided that we want to practice and therefore improve in our gaming skills, it is important to know how the improvement process progresses. Let's draw a graph of performance level in relation to time. I would like to overthrow some very popular concepts of how your gaming performance behaves in time. Many believe that there is a linear relation between time and quality of your gaming. Linear means for every part of your practice, your performance will be better by a certain amount. While this is true to a certain degree, reality is much more complicated. If you would like to make a graph of performance in relation to time, then it will look as follows. Assuming we start from not knowing the game at all, our initial progress will be fast. You can relate to that if you compare your very first games in League of Legends to your 20th game. Your improvement was very rapid. After a certain amount of playing, we reach a point in which every next game brings very little to our performance until the point in which our skill gain stops. This is the point in which playing won't make you any better. You need to practice. And here is a funny thing about practice. If you start to practice, your performance is initially way worse. In other words, practice feels terrible. You're playing worse, you lose your ranked points. There just doesn't seem to be anything beneficial in it. This is the point when most players decide that they don't want to practice and they just don't want to play, move back to the setup they were comfortable with and stay there. Still, if you keep on practice, in time you will be able to beat your previous skill level and play better. Now that we know what the practice is, I'd like to present you the easiest and the most efficient way to practice. Set yourself a realistic goal, yet not in your direct reach. Then while playing, prioritize that goal. That means focus on it constantly. Make it your number one priority. Imagine that you want to improve your last hitting skills. I recommend that you actually repeat to yourself every minute or so something like, I need to focus on last hits. I need to focus on last hits. I need to focus on last hits. If you practice in this manner for 20 or 50 games, then suddenly you won't have to focus that much on last hitting. It will come naturally. You'll be doing it fine by your own. And it will feel great. I made a list of proposed practice goals that you can incorporate in your gaming. I will have 80 creep kills before 10-minute mark. Assuming I currently do 50, this is a reasonable goal. There are about 100 creeps by minute 10. Now, what's the problem? Well, the point is that If you focus very much on last hitting, that means you will get killed. Because, for example, you won't notice that you are being ganked. Or that you will let your teammate die because he was fighting in the jungle with the enemy jungler, and it would be such an easy kill if only you had come. What I want you to understand is that if you actively focus on improving one element and you make it your number one priority, in the initial stage of practicing, all other elements of your gameplay will be worse. Okay, another thing in the list. I will not die in lane during the first 10 minutes of the game, while still trying to maintain my last hit count. Well, assuming I die usually 2 times before 10-minute mark, this seems like a very reasonable goal. Still, if you prioritize this goal, if you make it your number one priority, your gaming will be flawed. Is there a jungler coming? Can there be a jungler coming? Is my position safe now? Damn it, I missed another last hit. I hope you know by now what am I talking about. I will buy at least 3 wards each game, or I will have Baron constantly warded from 20-minute mark on. That's another very interesting improvement. In time you will happen to realize that, hey, actually if they are so behind, I can ward Baron safely at 25-minute mark. Or if they have Curtis, Fiddlesticks and Rammus in one team, then I should ward it sooner, even 50-minute mark. Suddenly, after constantly warding the Baron game on and on, I have an idea when to do it. My gaming skills have improved, yay! As you can see, your goals can be of great variety. You can even set to yourself a goal like, I will remain calm after they kill me, flay me, or trash talk me. In time, if you focus to separate your emotions from gaming, your gaming will be better. I will participate in every teamfight. I will never farm when the teamfight is happening. I will check minimap more. All of these improvements are not an easy do's and don'ts. Achieving these goals actually requires lots of practice. This means that in your initial stage of improvement, you will miss last hits or get killed because you have prioritized some other element. That's all for this episode. I wish you all a fruitful practice. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment below. And remember, if you would like to see more episodes or more frequent episodes, then please subscribe. It's the direct way to help me. Cheers!